Shalom, the Lord bless you, and you are welcome to the School of Prophecy with Pastor Ethel and last verse. All right, I want to expound on something and allow people to understand the truth clearly. God is not the author of confusion, and false prophets, as well as those who don't know God's voice or are being led astray by demons, will always get this wrong. Okay? And now other translations say use wicked wealth, right? And we see that God's pretty much saying the same thing, yet look at the fine print. Let me receive you into their eternal homes, right? They go to hell. Hold on. So basically it was kind of like God saying, okay, do it if you want to. But at the same time, he lets us know that we can use wicked wealth, but not gain wealth wickedly. Again, if a person works at a strip club and all they are is a janitor and they're not ogling over the men or women who work there, because there are places like, North Hollywood that have strip clubs that have men and women on the pole, right? And you're not all in the magazines and videos and you're doing your job and you're leaving and taking care of yourself, you've successfully used wicked wealth. If you're doing anything in that establishment that God calls wicked to gain wealth, no, we're not to do that. Because what happens is their homes, they're eternal homes. It's hell. Wicked, that's where wicked people go. And I tell you to make friends for yourself by means of dishonest wealth, so that when it is gone, they may welcome you into their eternal homes. Smart people who hear God's voice. What did he say? Every Bible study should include the Bible, and it also should include a conversation with the only God who can make these things happen. And there's only one God. His name is the Father. He is the Son, and his Spirit, who became a Son, and his Spirit is holy, just, faithful, and true. Jesus is God in the flesh. There's no getting around it. And those who don't know, there's a reason for that. You haven't asked him yourself, and you haven't gotten a response. That's on you. Our hands are clean of it. So what we'll continue to do is our best to be encouraging to those who will surely perish without this information, okay? This isn't where it's at, but God also talks about, I have to read on. God also talks about being generous towards him, as opposed to being, so generous towards mankind, the world, to get favors, right? Who favors us with life itself, right? And we thank him for that, right? Of course we do. Hold on. God said in the last days, the true worshipers of him will worship him in spirit and in truth. And the truth is that God is not a man that he should lie. Let me ask you something. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. The way we should live, the truth of how we should live, and the life we should live according to the one who gave us life, right? So where does the truth lie? He doesn't. He just rests his case. I'm trying to figure out what good is in being, hold on. Anything other than obedient to God, his way, in spirit and in truth. What good is it to be anything other than that, right? We all have a job to do. No man is an island, no human being, right? Mankind, man, woman, and nobody's perfect. Okay, we know that. So we don't look for the excuse. We know the problem if we have any problem, and we look to God for solutions. Spare anybody with the excuse. We can be reasonable about reasons, right? And reasoning, yet at the end of the day, we will rejoice and be glad in this day that the Lord has made. God bless us in Jesus' mighty name, and the precious blood of Jesus for us and our family and friends,